Out of nowhere, a headache develops. It happens to many people, but why? Have you ever noticed their occurrence when you travel? How about when the clouds roll in? Strange coincidence? No, not really. Weather, altitude, even hydration can all play a role in developing headaches. So to learn more and see if there's any relief for these particular headaches, let's join Dr. Zia Korami now.
Have you ever woken up with a headache that you really don't know what's causing it? Or have you ever came creeping a headache throughout the day? It comes in and you wonder, like, what in the world's going on with me? And whatnot. I mean, there's a lot of causes of headaches. There's a list of them and whatnot. But my main focus is with the barometric pressure. The barometric pressure, it causes a lot of things. I mean, I'm guilty of it. I get them too. I get those headaches also. My gosh, when the weather comes in, I can feel it or whatnot. The barometric change, I can feel that. It is, but what it is when the barometric pressure changes, it elevates and going up and down from a temperature change from high to low, low to high, all that stuff. It affects our sinus cavities. And it affects the pressure in there. And what happens as things build up pressure in our sinuses, it plugs up the pores. It doesn't allow it to drain freely. Like the bathtub, when you take a shower, when it happens is, when you take a shower, the drain doesn't drain very well. All that sediment builds up, and then if you don't get it cleaned out, then the bacteria spreads all over the tub. Well, that happens to our sinuses also. As it plugs up, the muscles contract, and then all of a sudden it doesn't drain very well. So then, if left alone, not treated, end up getting sinus infection. As the sinus infection builds up, as we sleep over the night, per se, whatnot, that starts draining down through our bodies. And when it goes down, it starts affecting, and it goes down to our throat. When we wake up, we get a sore throat, wondering what's caused, what's all this cold, what's going on, I'm getting something. And if we leave that alone, that infection or bacteria goes down, then it gets to our lungs. That will give us bronchitis. Done some research and found out that's a direct link with sinus infection going to give us bronchitis and sore throat also. But what we want to try to learn is how to take care of this. There is one way we can do is we have to massage our sinus cavities. We take here, we try to push down on our sinuses as we go down, per se, on these areas, these ridges over here. And then over here too, we want to take here. It just looks kind of weird. You do like this, you're going to put pressure, like so, and you put that kind of pressure, it will help release the channels because there's drainage over here too. You want to open those areas, because if someone sees you doing it, if you do it in front of anybody else, they're going to think you're weird kind of doing this, but no, you let them know you're working on your sinuses. That'll help out. So, and you can teach them too as you hear this. Then what we want to do is when you do those sinus cavities, what you want to do is you want to put pressure on these shoulders over here also, and you want to put squeeze these shoulders over here. That'll help also take some of the pressure off. You also may want to do some stretches. I'll just demonstrate so you can see what it is. What you want to do is you want to bend your head forward and then kind of tilt it in this kind of fashion, as you'll see here as I do. You may want to use your hand like that. That'll help out some of the stress and give it a good pull too. So after you do all that stretches and you work out and massaging your sinus per se, I say what you want to do is use something cold. I prefer a gel pack if you can get one. You go to your chiropractor, they may have one, more likely also. So what you want to do, you can use other forms of cold forms. You can use ice, crush it, and make it smaller, and put it in, and use that, put in a Ziploc. Another thing you can use is using a wet washcloth, make it wet, put it in the freezer, get it frozen, then in a Ziploc, take it out, and so you can use that, apply it in yourself also. But back to this here, is when you take the cold pack, what you want to do is apply it on the different parts of your face. What you want to do is take this and apply it on one side, and you want to apply the same thing on this side. Now, when you apply it on this side, like so, covering this fashion, you don't want to go more than 20, 30 seconds, or if your face in that area starts feeling numb, that means you have it too long, because you don't want to get frostbites and things like that, having it too long. So then as you put on that side, then the other thing you want to do after you put from both sides, you want to put it across your forehead, hold it over there for a while, for 20, 30 seconds I say, then go over here, switch it up to the top of your head, Then what you want to do is take this and put this on the side of your temple and so forth. Now don't forget the other side again, I tell you. You got to put the other side also as you apply this for 20-30 seconds. Then you take this, make sure you put it on the base of your skull, the back right here. Hold it right there for 20-30 seconds. If it's not numb yet, maybe you can hold it longer, but the skin is thicker there. You may be able to hold it longer in the back of your neck. And also don't forget, put it on your shoulder. Put it right over here. Make sure you cover the shoulder here. That takes the pressure off also. And once you're done with that, wait a little bit. Then do the exercises as far as putting pressure and releasing the sinuses and your sinus cavity in your face and so forth. Then repeat cycle. Take the ice pack once again and put it on your face and repeat cycle once again. And if you give it a little bit of time, you'd be surprised how your body will start draining and the things will start opening up. Your headache will be throbbing less and so forth. Then what else you can do is eating spicy food. I really love having spicy food. I like food anyway, so having spicy food, what it does is our natural body defense mechanism, when something invades our body, it raises its temperature. And that's why you get the fever per se. That weakens our body. By eating spicy food, that'll help let your body relax, doesn't have to work too hard. And what I've known is that it's spicy food, capsaicin, cayenne peppers, and so forth, is that it kills bacteria and viruses really good. And if you're not sweating, then you're not taking enough. Each body has different levels of how much one takes. Someone with a bigger body might have to take more because it needs to get in their body more. If someone's younger, smaller, may have to take very little. That'll help take care of the sinuses, it'll help drain and whatnot. Now, another thing you could try to use is a neti pot. A neti pot, what you do is it's filled with saline solution. You tilt your head over and you pour it up your nose, and it dribbles down and helps open up the pores per se. But I'm not much of a neti pot person. I like taking the spicy food and maybe take some water, splash up your nose. That'll help drain also, cold water that is. So, and then of course, finally, you do not want to forget your chiropractor. You want to see your chiropractor. What they do is they will help relieve all the pressure and adjust your spine so that way your body can heal itself. So, because without that connection with your body being able to heal itself, if there's some misalignment, then the communication is lacking. So you want to release it with chiropractic care. They can help, that way the body can restore and help heal itself. If you have any friends and family members that are suffering for this, refer them to your chiropractor. You'll be surprised. Don't be afraid to ask him questions. He may have some great answers for you and some more possibly.